Today what I have here is the alarm padlock again, and another Chinese bicycle lock with a smiley keyway. So, in the other video, actually, I saw some of the comments from Capiche and also from Jim saying that they actually wanted another video on how to open these locks so easily, and they were like talking about how I open these so easily. So, well, the question is, of course, how did I open this so easily? Now, the answer is quite simple. These locks, they usually don't have very tight tolerances. And so this means that the only thing that you really need to focus on is tensioning. So again, the key to opening this lock, no pun intended, is tensioning the lock. So I'm sure a lot of you guys who have tried to pick this lock know that if you try to take a standard tension wrench, just any old tension wrench, you see like this one, and if you just try to stick it in to the bottom of the keyway of this lock and you apply tension, you probably could get some tension, but the problem is it'll bind up and you will pretty much get nowhere. And so that's the big problem. And if you try to use like a shutter type tension wrench, the problem is it'll slip all over the place and it won't work. And so the way I tension this is actually rather simple. All you do is you take a paper clip or a steel wire or anything like that, just a paper clip, which is because it's small and fairly thin and it's made of metal, so it's pretty strong. And all you do is you just stick it into either the left or the right of the plug. Now, if you were to pick the lock to the left, then you just put it into the left of the plug. And if you were to pick it to the right, same thing, you put it into the right of the plug. Now, the way you do this is, unlike actually tensioning other locks, the way you do this is that to apply tension, you don't turn this, you see, because this is a round object. These paper clips are round. All you do is you stick it into the left of the keyway and you push up, and what will happen is that you will push up onto the plug, and as I push up, you'll notice that I'm actually applying tension to the left. Now, as I apply a slight amount of tension, I usually like to apply a moderate amount. You just push on this, and then I just take a half diamond, or sometimes a paper clip would work too, and I just stick it in. Do you see that? Because of the poor tolerances, I was able to open this lock really easily. Now, that's this lock, okay? You might be wondering, well, maybe that's just this lock. It'll only work on this lock. That's just not the case, because if I were to take this lock, it's humongous, so it's going to be a little hard to put in. Again, this has the same thing, same feature, same everything. This lock has this smiley keyway. And so I'm not really going to go in depth with the lock. I'm going to talk about the cylinder mostly. So let me just take the shackle out of the way since we're not really focusing on this, and I'll talk about the lock. So if you take a look over here, again, here's the lock cylinder. I'll get some good light over here, and you'll see this is the plug. Again, with this lock, you'll run into the same problem. I'm sure you guys have tried to, if you guys have tried to pick this lock, you have run into this problem. If you stick a standard tension wrench in and you try to apply tension, it'll give you the illusion of applying good tension, but the problem is it will bind up against the bottom of the keyway. This will prevent your plug from going further, and it will actually, it will soften the feedback, so it'll make it a lot harder to pick, or, excuse me, a lot harder to feel. So what you do is, again with this paper clip, what you do is you stick it in to the left side of the keyway, because these usually open to the left, but if they do open to the right, it's fine. What you do is, again, if you want to pick it to the left, you put it into the left side of the keyway, and instead of trying to rotate it like this, you apply tension by pushing upward, like that. And then if you just apply this amount of tension, you just stick your half diamond, and you just stick it into the lock, and it usually would open really easily. So you got a false set sort of thing. Now I'm gonna show you that. See, it popped and it's open. The reason why it opened like that was because of the fact that I was pushing up. By pushing up, I would actually rotate the plug since I'm pushing to the left. And so yeah, I hope I helped any one of you guys who would have had trouble with these locks. And so yeah, that's actually how you would pick one of these locks open. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helped. And as usual, please do keep your picking legal, and don't be breaking into other places. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Rate and comment this video. And yeah, that's it. Please keep it legal, and see you next time.
Oh yes, it does now.